Okay, so welcome everybody, welcome back to another video. I've got my mic because I want to see how well this goes. I've tried it a few times but it's been unsuccessful. But yeah, before we get into this video, I wanted to do a quick disclaimer saying that what I'm going to talk about in this video, you might agree, you might disagree with some of the stuff, and that's okay. If I say anything that you don't agree with, or it feels like I am attacking you and your way of parenting, I'm not. These are just my own convictions. These are only my convictions and from my experiences in life. These are just what works for us and how we want to continue forward. If you don't like any of these, just click out the video. We don't need any hate in the comments. So if this is the first video, hi, my name is Rachel and I have a almost 15-month-old. He is the light of my life. I love him to bits. I'm a very new mum. He is my firstborn. These things that I say might end up changing when he gets older. So the first one is no screen time, or very minimal screen time. I want him to be looking around all the time. Take it all in, not be just dead on a phone. He is a baby. He needs to be experiencing the world. That's how he's going to learn the world and how it works, not by the screen. He's actually got really good at not wanting our phones. He used to be like, oh, what have you got? And try to like take it off of you. But we've been so disciplined of going, oh no, that's for mama, or that's papa's, or it's granddad's, or is that dad's? And just saying, no, that's for adults. No, that's for whoever the phone belongs to. And then giving, this is for Rory to play with, to give him like something that he can actually use. If he finds my phone lying on the floor, he picks it up and brings it to me. So I think that's kind of cute. The only time I will give him screen time is when I need him to sit still and do his nails, because that boy will not let me do his nails. Just adds to my conviction of this kid is glued onto this TV and it's just like bouncing fruit. Why would I want him to be like this 4 hours a day? Yeah, that's that. But I'm also not trying to keep it away from Rory, because he needs to know that what technology is. If he's completely unattached from it, I think that's when you can grow an unhealthy attachment to it. If he grows up knowing the limits of technology, he'll have like a more healthy relationship with it. The next thing, sugar. He does not need sugar. He is a baby. He does not need sugar. He's hyper already without anything, or he gets hyper on blueberries. So we don't need to add any more sugar to his diet. Obviously, natural sugars like fruits, honey. Now that he's 1, he can have honey. Natural fruits, obviously a-okay. But I'm talking about, as I said, chocolate. I'm thinking his 2nd birthday, he'll have a chocolate cake or something and have like the smallest amount of chocolate. Sweets, Haribos, stuff like that. No, don't. They're just full of rubbish. He is a 15-month-old. Eventually, these things will come into his life. Like when he becomes a teenager, I'm not going to be able to be like, you're not having McDonald's. Of course he's going to have a McDonald's. I'm just obviously talking about right now in the moment that we are in our journey. This is a big one, especially when he was not sleeping for the night. Letting him cry out. I think I've talked about it a few times. I hate it every single time I tried it. So I will try stuff, I will. It works for some people, and kudos to you. I felt freaking awful, and I still feel awful. So when I have to leave for work and Rory's crying because he just wants me. Fraser's capable, like obviously. 5 minutes after I've gone, Rory's forgot I exist, But it's in that moment, all my instincts, I feel it. It's so strange. I feel it in my heart. His cries are drawing these strings like to him. I can't stay away. I can't just be outside the door. I will say I've only tried it twice, so maybe I should have done it more, but I just couldn't. Both times that I tried this cry out method, we had the worst nights. I was stressed, Rory was stressed. He wouldn't go back down even with him. Worst nights. And I was like, what is the point in this? It's just not helping. He's not sleeping better, he's sleeping worse than if I was just to hold him for 30, 40 an hour. I'd rather do that than be constantly up. I mean, I would be constantly up anyway, but it was worse. Like, he was so grumpy and it was like I betrayed him. Because we're meant to be his safe space. If he feels sad, or if he feels mad or angry or confused, we're his parents. We're the first people that he is meant to come running to if he is upset. And I'm saying this not with the background of like he slept really well, like I'm not going to cry out, because he slept like a baby. He woke up 2, 3-4 times a night till about 13 months. Like, you know, what have I done? This is all my fault. I've made him dependent on me. Like, this is all my fault. I'm a rubbish mother. I'm not teaching him independence, blah 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 blah. But he's figured it out. He's figured it out. I just think babies will figure it out eventually. Okay, another one that's kind of got me into trouble in my real life is not following right behind him all the time. Obviously, it depends on the situation. If we're by a river, for example, I will be right behind him because he will want to go in the river and he can't swim. So obviously it depends on the situation. We go to our local coffee shop pretty much weekly and I feel so safe because it's such an open area. I let him run around, you know? I'm not behind him. I can see him wherever he's going in this coffee shop. He can go and explore. If he goes plays with the merchandise or the drinks or the crisps or whatever, I will go over and be like, no, we don't play with that, we put it back. I want him to have that independence, to be comfortable, not to always have me around. He knows I'm there. Like, he'll always look back and be like, oh, okay, she's still there. But I'm not right behind him all the time. I do like to give him space. I think that's really healthy for kids to have space. Oh. So it has actually been a few hours, the last clip, because Rory woke up and I could hear him crying, and now he's gone down for his nap. So we're back to finish the video. Life as a mother, eh? I do not let myself put unrealistic standards on myself, on Rory, on Fraser. I just don't do that because you're setting yourself up for disappointment and you're setting yourself up for failure. So for example, if I've made plans and then Rory ends up not being in a great mindset or in a great mood, or if he becomes unwell, I will either cancel and put my family first, or I'll be like, look, is there any possibility that we can move this backwards or forwards or whatever? So you've got to be selfish when it comes to you and your family. If things aren't going to work out for you, they're not going to work out for you and you just shouldn't do them. Also, your house, I'm not gonna beat myself up if my house is messy, because now I've got a toddler, he just picks stuff out of bins or whatever and just chucks it. So okay, we're gonna have the toy on the stairs, we're gonna have a toy on the stairs. And the last one is not having a meal plan. Oh my goodness, you need a meal plan. If you've got a kid that eats, you need a meal plan. It fries my brain and it honestly gives me so much anxiety when I think, oh my god, I've not got a meal plan sorted out. It's not a stressful time. I know, like, if it's something from the freezer, I know to get it out the night before. If it's something I'm cooking, I know I need to start it X amount of time beforehand. Just makes your life easier. So I do not have a meal plan. I hope this microphone works. Let me know if it's annoying. If it's annoying me holding this. I just see it all the time on like Instagram and YouTube, these people now holding their mics, and I was like, I have a mic, might as well hold it and see what happens. So let me know. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go do some bits and bobs before Rory wakes up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.